Welcome to Canada Tax Tips. Here's a question. Why should you file a tax return even if you made $0 last year? The answer is simple. Because that's the only way to qualify for important benefits like the HST Credit, which is tax-free money from the CRA paid every 3 months. In today's video, I'll walk you through who's eligible, how to apply, how much money you can expect to receive, and the 3 most common mistakes to avoid. And at the end, I'll share important news about Canada's new automatic tax filing system starting for the 2026 tax year. What is the GST HST credit? We all pay the same GST HST when we purchase goods and services, regardless of our income level. However, if your income is low or modest, the government automatically refunds part of that tax when you file your tax return. It's a tax-free quarterly payment designed to help Canadians with the cost of living. Who qualifies? To be considered for this benefit, you generally need to meet the following. You must be a resident of Canada for tax purposes. You must be at least 19 years old. Your income must be below a certain threshold to qualify for a payment. The credit is calculated based on your family net income from the previous tax year. GST HST credit income cutoff levels. If your 2024 adjusted family net income is equal to or exceeds the amount indicated in the table below for your family situation, you will no longer be entitled to a GST HST credit payment for the July 2025 to June 2026 payment period. The payments for July and October 2025 and January and April 2026 are all calculated based on your 2024 adjusted family net income. How to apply. For most Canadian residents, the GST HST credit is paid automatically once you qualify. To be considered, you must file an income tax return every year with the CRA. Crucial tip: you must file a tax return even if you had no income to report. The CRA uses this filing to automatically calculate your eligibility and payment amount based on your family net income. Turning 19, file your tax return. While the general eligibility age is 19, you should file a tax return for the year you turn 18, the 2025 tax return if you were born in 2007, as an example. The benefit: filing your tax return for the year you turn 18 ensures the CRA has your information. You will then receive your first GST HST credit payment on the first scheduled payment date following your 19th birthday. Payments are typically issued in July, October, January, and April. Let's look at an example. If Mike's birthday is March 5th, 2007, and he files his 2025 tax return, the CRA will use his 2025 income to calculate his GST HST credit. That means he'll start receiving payments automatically in July 2026. And because he had zero income for that year, he'll receive the maximum GST HST credit. New to Canada? Use an application form. If you are a newcomer who has not yet filed a tax return, you must proactively apply for the credit. Individuals without children. Complete and submit Form RC151 GST HST Credit and Canada Carbon Rebate application for individuals who become residents of Canada. Individuals with children. To register for the GST HST credit and all related benefits, you should complete Form RC66, Canada Child Benefits Application. How much you can get. The GST HST credit payment cycle runs from July 1st of one year to June 30th of the next. The payments for July and October 2025 and January and April 2026 are all calculated based on your 2024 adjusted family net income. The GST HST credit goes down as your adjusted family net income increases. The CRA recalculates your entitlement every July using the income reported on your previous year's tax return to determine your credit amount for the upcoming payment year. The maximum annual payment amounts for the GST HST credit for the payment period of July 2025 to June 2026, based on your 2024 tax return, are officially set as follows. The 3 most common mistakes to avoid. To ensure you receive the correct GST HST credit amount on time and avoid payment delays or suspensions, you must file your income tax return every year. Keep your marital status current with the CRA and set up direct deposit. Canada has announced an automatic tax filing system for low-income individuals, set to begin with the 2026 tax year, filing in 2027, making it easier for eligible Canadians to access federal benefits without manually submitting a tax return. How it works. The CRA will use information from its systems, such as the My Account portal and employers' payroll data, to prepare tax returns for those flagged as eligible. Individuals identified for auto-filing will receive a pre-filled form for review and confirmation in the CRA's online system. The initiative builds on measures like the Simple File by Phone program and other simplified filing methods, which are also being expanded. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more Canadian tax tips.